actually at Much Music in 2008 for Live at Much with Twilight, and this was before the movie even came out, and it was absolute mayhem on our streets. It was a really phenomenal thing to watch. Do you remember it?
Yeah. I mean, then it was just so weird. I mean, I was like, I did not know what was happening at all. And all the fans seemed to know more about the movie and everything than people in it did.
We're all obsessed with you guys and the movie coming out.
It's just bizarre. I mean, it just feels like my job now, though. I just go to different places and people scream.
Right.
They've driven it from the beginning. I mean, no one knew what we had. They were the only ones who knew it.
I think it's a lot more complex than just your average teenage thing. 'Cause I mean, they stick with each other even though they can't have a normal relationship. They can't like go to house parties and stuff. It's like they live in this tiny little town and they're just living for each other.
I want to know what you think, you know, why Edward and Bella's love story has resonated so much with people of all ages.
I just think Stephanie didn't write it to publish it. I mean, she didn't write it to capitalize on anything. She wrote it from a dream, and that's why it's got this sort of weird style. Is so personal and sort of intimate and relatable as well. And she's like in love with these characters, and you can kind of feel it when you're reading it. And I think just a lot of people connected to them.
How did Kristen surprise you taking on this new role? When I watched the movie, I mean, she's a different person clearly, and she had to herself as an actress go through that transformation. Did it change the way you acted with her in this one?
Yeah, because she was kind of like really focused on like her physicality and stuff, and so it was kind of different. I mean, and it provokes the same reaction that I was supposed to do anyway. But Edward, I mean, he's kind of marveling at her. I mean, because she's so in control of it, and so it's funny like seeing someone try and figure out how to use their body again. Especially because I never even got to do that in the first one, because I was Edward's already jaded. He's been a vampire for 100 years.
Well, I was going to say, what did you teach her? Did you teach her anything about being the vampire? No? How does the love and the romance become elevated and heightened now that Bella is a vampire?
I think it frees Edward up a lot, especially when they have their kid. It just makes him more instinctive. He doesn't have to worry about things anymore, because he knows exactly what he's supposed to be doing. There's no questions anymore. And it makes Bella think a little bit more about someone other than herself, because for the whole series she's been kind of thinking like, I'm so confused about what I have to do, me, and then it's suddenly like, oh, I have a kid now, I actually have to I have to think about her.
What do you think the legacy of this entire saga is going to be, or what would you like the legacy to be?
I don't know. I mean, it's just nice that people had such a great connection with it. I mean, it's created a bunch of like how the community happened within the fandom and stuff. I mean, it's made a bunch of friendships and people are so happy to go to the events and the premieres and stuff. It's a nice thing to know that they found some meaning in their work. It's really satisfying.